Gregory Parks, and you are watching ConLink. Our next guest is a Hugo and Sturgeon Award-winning author that Tor.com described as a frighteningly prolific author. Please welcome Elizabeth Bear. Hello, welcome.
Hello, CONvergence.
I loved that description when I was doing research and trying to figure out how to write the introduction. I was like, frighteningly prolific. That's amazing.
I try not to be too scary.
Well,
I'm failing. Obviously, I'm failing.
Yeah, well, it's not that you mean to be scary. It's just that your body of work is so you've written quite a bit, and some people are like, oh man, I could never do that.
Well, you don't have to read it all.
That's we've been released. We don't have to, which might bring some relief to completionists. So. Thank you for giving completionists.
I absolve you. I absolve you.
Thank you. On behalf of completionists, thank you. So, please tell me, what are you looking forward to at CONvergence this year?
Basically everything. Boy, I'm not doing very well with the whole tongue thing today. My first CONvergence was in 2005. And since then I've been back a whole bunch of times. It's my husband's home convention. So when I go, I get to see a bunch of old friends, a bunch of people that I really like, great panels, great party scene, free food. Really, I'm looking forward to the rice bar.
Oh, yes.
That's it.
After CONvergence, I've tried to get condiments and elements to help recreate that at home, and I'm still working on it. But it takes a village. It does.
Really.
It really does, and it takes a lot of volunteers, and it's rather impressive what they accomplish and put together and make happen every year.
I feel like the number of units served between the various food stations and the espresso bar must outstrip most big city McDonald's over the course of the weekend. It's an impressive operation.
Yeah, those rooms are pretty consistently busy all the time.
Yeah, packed.
Yeah. So, what is your favorite part of conventions in general? I mean, not just ours, but conventions in general.
Conversations. I mean, I really come to conventions to hang out with people and talk about nerd stuff. Which I suppose is why everybody comes to conventions.
So Exactly. And speaking of nerd stuff, what nerd stuff is currently top of the list for you? What nerdy and geeky things are you most excited about right now?
So, and I'm going to date this interview, but we just saw Deadpool last night. And I was delighted. I'm a huge Peter Rasputin fan, and these movies are basically giving me the Colossus movie franchise I always wanted, that I've wanted since I was 14 years old. Also, best use of Shatterstar ever.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. And
no spoilers.
No, none. And well, for one, I agree with you on Colossus. It's really cool to see. To me, that feels like the Colossus that I read in books, and
yeah,
it seems closest to one
and
of the ways
I should qualify for the actual Shatterstar fans out there that I quit reading the X-Men as the Liefeld era started, so I am not apprised of the newer and apparently excellent uses of the character. He was just a ponytail douchebag when I knew him, but apparently he grew up okay.
I was
From what I hear.
I don't really remember much because when I was reading, it was in that era, and then I had to quit cold turkey because my pull list just got so big, and on a college student budget, you can't.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't maintain that.
No, and the sheer volume of crossover events, I think, had a lot to do with me dropping out of the X universe at that point.
Lots of crossovers.
Also, I discovered Vertigo.
Yeah.
And that's where my flimsy, $8 a week college student comics budget was going.
Well, sometimes you have to make decisions, and they're not always easy decisions, but
Yeah.
that's a decision I can understand, and I'd like to think other people out there will understand that decision too.
But we can totally have like endless Claremont nostalgia anytime you want.
Oh, but I'm glad you enjoyed that movie. I'm enjoying hearing that people are liking the movie. At the time of this taping, I haven't yet seen it. I have a watching pact with a friend, so we're waiting until he gets in from vacation.
This is why I'm trying to be careful about not spoiling, because
I appreciate it.
I don't want to be that guy.
No, I appreciate it, and I'm sure people, like, by the time this runs, there are still going to be people who haven't seen it, and those people, I'm guessing, appreciate it too. Or if they don't care, then no harm done.
No harm done.
No harm done.
I really liked it. It's worth 2 hours of your life.
Beautiful. Thank you for the endorsement. So, what are you currently working on?
Oh boy. Well, I just handed in. Yeah, always the scary question. I just handed in a novel called Ancestral Night, which has come back to me as a copy-edited manuscript just this past week, and I'm avoiding looking at it because I'm currently trying to get the next novel drafted, and that's due in July. And of course, I've got a pile of travel and a few conventions, including CONvergence, in between now and then. So, yeah, it's fine. It's all fine. I'm a professional.
Yeah. So
It'll be great.
So it's safe to say your current project is juggling.
Yes. But the book I'm actually writing right now is called The Red-Stained Wings, and that's the sequel to The Stone in the Skull that came out last October, which is a big, sprawling, epic fantasy with the protagonists are a brass golem and a very tired, middle-aged mercenary and their friends, who are a couple of queens in small countries that are under siege by much larger and more martial countries. And everybody's having a really bad week.
Oh, man. Beautiful. That sounds fun.
Hopefully. I'm currently writing a scene where the brass golem and a lich are stumbling across a pile of corpses in a destroyed city. And the interesting thing about being a mid-career fantasy novelist is that I've realized that I somehow need to make this pile of corpses in this destroyed city different from all the other piles of corpses in destroyed cities that I've written before, which is not a problem I think most people wind up having as a career issue.
I would guess not. No, definitely no.
But it's probably pretty common for fantasy novelists.
It's one of the things that makes you you.
It is. I like to consider my name on a book cover to be a content warning.
Well, thank you for the discussion, Elizabeth. Thank you for your time, and we look forward to seeing you at CONvergence. My name is Gregory Parks. Oh, yep.
Sorry.
We can't. Nope, that's okay. We can't wait either. We're still working out this. I've just I've been in the shop too, so getting back in the swing of things. So, so thank you. My name is Gregory Parks, and you are watching ConLink.